first and foremost, what was this process like for you the first time experiencing free agency, and obviously a lot of talk and discussion surrounding what was going on with you?
Well, I think the overarching theme is don't believe everything you read on the internet. So, it's funny kind of seeing everything kind of happening, like whether it be on social media or talk like just buzz and whatnot, but and kind of what's going on behind the scenes. It's kind of funny. I mean, a lot of it is just noise. And obviously people playing what if scenarios, but for me, I thought that it was really special. Like when the deal got done, I mean, it's no secret that that David and Steve came down, met with me. So, I mean, I thought that was, I respect that so much, and I appreciate that, dealing with people face to face like that. And it was good to kind of hear their perspective and obviously voice mine. And here we are. We're back at it again. So it's the biggest thing that the takeaway is that, I mean, this is a really special place, and what makes this a special place is the people here. We got a great clubhouse, obviously great talent, but I mean, I've been here my entire career. So many relationships that I've fostered and created over the years, and what we have gone through as an organization. Been here a really long time, and to be able to do some special things that we've done, not just last year, but years in the past, and just have a really special connection to this place, this city, and it's really exciting to be back. So I'm stoked, and obviously we have a lot of new additions on the team, new faces, and we got a lot of talent. But I think the number one thing is, our main goal is to win it, but we have to earn it. That's our goal every year, is to be the one holding the trophy, but we gotta earn it, game 1 through game 162, earn our way to the playoffs, and then once you get there, then you got to earn it every step of the way there. So the talent's there, but you gotta capture that moment on the field and make it happen.
Pete, you mentioned that meeting with Steve and David. David, when he spoke to us, said he thought it was really critical to get the deal over the finish line, to hear your perspective and to give theirs. What, from your perspective, did you need to hear from them that you ultimately did?
Ultimately, it's because for me, like, just being here, like I've just been a player. Like, granted, like I haven't really had like a peek behind the curtain, or like a concise, clear cut vision of not just this year but years beyond. And for me, I think that to be able to kind of have that dialogue and really. And for them, they have their perspectives, and for me, like, this is my everyday, and I live it. So it was kind of like a meeting of the minds, where you just kind of you just talk, where it's like there's certain strategies, and then for me, it's like, listen, it's like, hey, you have this, you have that, and then it's like, oh, okay, it's just us making sense of everything so we can have a good plan going forward. And I thought, again, it was really productive. It wasn't like this hash out thing. It was just like people talking ball.
Hey, Pete, the way that you guys structured the deal going forward, you'll be in a similar situation as you were a year ago, because
Yes.
you can opt out of this if you want. Is there anything you learned maybe from going through it last year that can help you going into this year being in a similar situation, or just mindset, or how you look at playing through such a year?
Honestly, I think for me, it's the biggest difference between last year and this year is just like, for me, like, I've worked a lot on some certain things, like some swing mechanics, and that kind of persisted. Bad habits leaked out obviously during the game. I didn't have my best year. That's no secret. But for me, I'm just really happy that I was able to make those adjustments, and I'm really looking forward to having a runway this year. And the reason why I structured it, I mean, the qualifying offer had definitely had an impact. That's one thing I didn't really expect. I mean, you had a ton of guys that have had it, especially right around age 30. You had, I think, Correa, Chapman, Snell, and a couple other guys, Bregman, having some QO issues during free agency. So it's just more of like a structure thing. It's kind of like a bridge thing, just to get to the next contract.
And another big difference just for this year is that you're going to have Juan Soto in the lineup with you too. How much are you looking forward to being a part of that
I'm stoked.
dynamic?
I mean, he's obviously, we all know Juan is a phenomenal player, and he definitely makes us better. I mean, no matter where he would have ended up, he would have made any team better. But I'm just really thankful that he ended up with us, because it seems like anytime you play against Juan Soto, he has a big hit or takes someone up top or makes a game-changing play. So he's definitely a stud, and we're so happy to have him for sure.
Were you surprised by how the open market valued you after all that you've accomplished?
No, I mean, for me, I didn't have again, like I said, I didn't have my best year last year, but for me I definitely feel like I pushed the market forward in a little bit. Like for me, making $30 million as a first baseman this year, it's definitely an accomplishment for sure. Just pushing the market forward for 30-year-old first baseman. So that's for me, I think that's a win. But also, I couldn't expect something incredibly mega long, because I didn't have my best year in 23. I didn't really have my best year either. So the 2 years stacked up didn't really play to my potential. Yeah, there's some positive outcomes there, but can't expect having like a 10-year deal when I didn't necessarily have my best 2 years in 23 and 24. And granted, definitely some positives, like definitely did a lot of cool things in those years, but still, it is what it is, and just gonna get back out there and play the best I can for the New York Mets. This has been home, and it's an electric fan base, and I mean, these guys in the clubhouse, like it's really special. This place is really special to me. So I'm just really happy to be back, and it's really exciting this year.
You mentioned you couldn't expect a super long deal because of the year you had. How did those expectations evolve over the course of the off season?
I mean, for me, it's just you just kind of take it day by day, really. I mean, that's really it. You take it day by day, and for us, we just we listened, and eventually, like this was, I mean, it's just great, because this is home, and there's even before it's like you just look at some of the signings early in the off season, like fortifying the bullpen, like, and then obviously getting Juan, and it's like that's great. And then I mean, the talent's undeniable in the room, and we definitely have our work cut out for us this year, because after the way we finished last year, I mean, sky's the limit for us, but you gotta earn it every single day. Nothing's guaranteed, and it's gonna be a really fun year.
Hey Pete, in your mind, were you ever close to going somewhere else?
I mean, for me, like, for me, this was it. Like, I mean, throughout the entire offseason, we had the best dialogue from the Mets, and like that was it. Like, and for us, like this was the best opportunity, and for me, and I mean, I'm just really happy to be back. I mean, this was it.
And when you mentioned the peek behind the curtain during that conversation, what did you learn?
Well, I'm not going to divulge everything, but I mean, it's just kind of strategies, and all I say is like different strategies, outlooks, like kind of like in depth from the front office, and just like their vision, not just for this year, but years moving forward as well.
Pete, it sounds like the meeting in Tampa, Steve upped the offer a little bit, and the next day is when you reached agreement. Was there anything else though you needed to hear in that meeting to say, you know what, I'm going to get this done?
To be honest, I think I mean we covered a lot, but I mean it wasn't just that meeting. There was a lot of guys that were keeping in contact with me. Like for example, Nims, Wink. I mean, me and Sean worked out together when he signed. He's like, dude, you got to come back. Obviously, Ryan Stanek, it's another guy. I mean, there's definitely a lot of guys. I know Francisco were in people's ear, like saying like we got to have Pete back. So it wasn't just that meeting. It's like guys that I shared a locker room with. It's just it feels really good to have their respect and be like, hey, like. This guy not only he's a great clubhouse guy, but he's a guy that can help us win. So to have that support from guys you've been around a long time, it means a lot. And when you add the component of people willing to come down and meet face to face, obviously Steve and David, like it means a lot. It means a lot.
And what are those adjustments you've been working on in this offseason that have you
Just
confident?
yeah. So for me, I think it was a couple. Offensively, just like tightening up some swing mechanics to make a more repeatable move to the baseball, and then also like just reviewing some of the defensive plays. I think for me, there's definitely some areas that I was really stoked about, but also one area I was really critical of is like the decision making and throwing to first, because there was a couple throws I forced last year. I think I made 6-ish, maybe 7 errors, and I think 4 or 5 of them were throwing errors. And I probably shouldn't have thrown them, trying to force a play, make a play, as opposed to just fielding it, shutting it down, touching the bag. So as opposed to trying to make a good play, I can play it safe, take care of the baseball. So definitely did a deep dive and want to get better every single year. Yeah.
When you said Francisco, you meant Lindor, I'm sure, right?
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
I was going to ask you, everyone we've talked to said you're going to be very motivated this year. I think you're always motivated anyway, but
Yes.
are you extra motivated this year?
Well, I think for me, this isn't like motivation, like personally, because for me, like like last year, getting to the CS, like that was my first real like postseason experience. Like, yeah, I'm not discounting 2022. That was a really special season, 101 games, getting to the playoffs, but like making a run like that in 24, you realize how much has to go into getting there, but then also getting over that hump and into the World Series. So for me, that's addicting. Like that playoff feeling, that playing that high leverage baseball, like that's what it's all about. Like that is the most addicting feel I've ever had, like on a baseball field, and it's just motivation to get back and get better. So get better and then finish the job.
This is obviously a short-term deal. What is your appetite to eventually not just get a long-term deal, but get a long-term deal here?
I mean, yeah, that'd be fantastic. Like for me, like I've had a great first 6 seasons, and people have been so receptive. Like this has been home, and yeah, that'd be fantastic. Like this is like just such a great organization. There's such great people here, like not just coaches, players, but whether it be clubbies, support staff, analytics. Like this, it's just a fantastic place, and yeah, that could be really awesome.
Given that it didn't happen this winter, is there any regret that you didn't maybe negotiate something like that before hitting free agency?
I mean, I don't really regret it, because for me, every single step of the way of my career, like whether it's high school, college, minor leagues, I mean, even through my 6 years, it's like you bet on yourself every single year, whether you have a contract or not. You got to play. You got to play, and whether you are on a long guaranteed contract or not, like not playing well isn't fun. You want to play well, and you want to do a good job and help the team win however you can. And for me, that's all I want to do. I just want to win.
Some players talk about the pressure of a platform season kind of getting in their mind a little bit. Do you feel that affected your performance in any way last year?
I mean, there's pressure. There's pressure every year. This is the big leagues. And also with being in New York, and last year for us, like we wanted to make the playoffs and obviously win a World Series. There's pressure every single year, whether the contract situation, like that, all that'll take care of itself as long as you play well. But for me, like I felt pressure to perform my best season every single year, because this is the highest level. It's the big leagues.
After all the contract discussion in the offseason, what was the most fulfilling part of being back here day one with your teammates?
I think that the most fulfilling part is just like the story continuing, because like we've fostered so many. I've fostered so many great relationships, and also because there's some new people. I'm really looking forward to creating and fostering those relationships with some of the new guys as well. And like I'm I'm really stoked. It's been a really good off season. Like I feel prepared and excited. Like this is like feels like like the stars are aligning, and I can't wait for obviously camp and games to start. But opening day can't come soon enough.
Pete, you talked about the you learned last year what goes into it as a group to go as far as you guys did. So what do you think that type of experience does in terms of resilience for this group going into 2025?
I mean, every year poses different challenges, but I think being able to kind of crack the code and make adjustments along the way and figure things out. We were from where we started to where we ended up, like it took a lot of continuity. It took a lot of group effort, collectively doing the little things right. And there's guys that that just understand the assignment of what we need to do working together as a team. And thankfully we have a ton of those guys back, and we're going to be able to have that edge and that understood culture of like, okay, this is who we are. This is our identity. We just need to execute.
Pete, did today feel any differently compared to previous first days of spring training for you?
I mean, I'm excited. I mean, this is every year it's just so fun, but this year I hope it feels, I hope at the end of the year it feels just as special as it does now, because we have all the pieces. We just need to go out and do it.
And what was your reaction to Steve Cohen's comments at that fan event? Like when you saw what he said?
I'm just happy. I'm happy he decided to come down, and I mean, again, it was just just happy he came down. Happy he came down, and we could talk in person.
Hey Pete, based kind of building off what Jorge said, with Steve calling the process exhausting and negotiations, at least from the outside, getting a little edgy maybe at some points. Did that experience, one, change your relationship with baseball at all, being a free agent, and two, did it change any relationships that you had with people in this building?
No, it didn't change any relationships at all. And again, like it's just, for me, it's just, I'm just happy it got done. I'm sure Steve is really happy, and David's really happy. And for me, I just want to do right by him and do right by the people that have continuously believed in me throughout my career. Like this has been home, and it's home. So everybody in this organization has believed in me since I was there's a reason why I was drafted here. And there's a reason why I'm still here. And that feels ultimately, however negotiations go, like you put all that aside, it's like this place, this team, these people have believed in me from day one. So, and that means something. That means something. That means a lot to me. It's that constant belief, and yeah, negotiations are tough, but hey, that's the business side of it. And but regarding like personal relationships, I think business and personal, you set those aside for sure.
And did it alter the way that you kind of think about this world of baseball, which has obviously been your life for a really long time? Being in these heated negotiations, does it change the way you think about the sport?
No, for me, because like when you get out, the off season and stuff like that, whether you're in arbitration or the draft process or wherever you are, or you're amateur guy, like guys are still, at the end of the day, you have your business negotiation time, and then when it's time to go play ball, it's time to go play ball. It's all about the white rabbit. You just go take care of the ball fielding, you run the bases well, and it's see ball, hit ball. That still doesn't change.
Pete, you've talked a lot about the team goals trying to get back this year, but for you personally, you've got an opportunity this year to set the Mets' all-time home run record. Have you given that much thought, and what would that mean to you?
No, I haven't given it any thought. No, that's yeah, of course I've given it thought. I think that's, again, to be able to have that is special, and to do it. And granted, if I stay healthy and go out and do it, if that were to happen, yeah, that's something I've been thinking about, and to be a part of this franchise in that way, because I mean yeah, that would be really special, and yeah, can't wait.
Following up on Jake's question, one of the things Steve said was that the negotiations were exhausting. Were they at any point exhausting for you?
Not for me.
Maybe for Scott.
Yeah, we were. I mean, we were. No, we were good. We were all good. Well, I guess that means we're. Oh well. Oh, sorry, Steve.